Shiny locks, the thing Game Freak uses to prevent us from having fun. We all know them, we all hate them. They're really common nowadays whenever a new Pokemon game comes out. For example, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc DLC shiny locked every single legendary for some reason. Most box legendary Pokemon don't get unshiny locked for 3 to 5 years. Much like Zacian and Zamazenta, who are the Pokemon we are going to be talking about today. These Pokemon were first released in the 8th generation of Pokemon with Sword and Shield, where of course, they were shiny locked. The only time they were accessible to be shiny was during an event in 2021, where stores like GameStop would give out codes for a shiny legendary dog. I actually own one of these dogs because JFlash727 had an extra code. Thanks JFlash! Anyways, this was the only way to legitimately get a shiny of these dogs for a few years. Until Pokemon Go! Everyone's favorite money-grabbing mobile game, home to the unfortunate tactics of expensive microtransactions. This game has actually released a few shiny Pokemon for the first time before, like Genesect and Meltan, occasionally. But none as cool to me as Zacian and Zamazenta. Zacian and Zamazenta were first released into Go in 2021, but unable to be shiny. Once they left, they were gone for an entire 3 years, until they appeared in 2024's Galarian themed season, where they were able to be shiny for the first time in Pokemon history. But to my dismay, they were locked behind raids, and unfortunately, I live in a really small town with barely any people that play Pokemon Go, so I'm not able to do raids without needing external help through remote raiding, which is what I had to do. On the first raid hour Zamazenta was live, I raced out of the house, attempting to do as many raids as possible. I only managed to do one. Getting people for remote raids sucks, so I decided I would just remote raid into other people's raids. And also, a second phone that was mysteriously in America for some reason. That's strange. Anyways, I decided to put around £10 into the game for remote raid passes alone, which gave me around 9 passes, which, must I say, is kind of criminally low. Unfortunately, the odds for a shiny in a raid is 1 out of 20, so I would need to get extremely lucky with both Zacian and Zamazenta. On my first day raiding, I did 3 raids back to back, with my second phone joining in on the last one. No shinies yet, but there's always tomorrow. The next day I did a few raids again, and something did manage to shine. Here's the clip. Oh my god, we got it! No way! No way, we finally got it! Shiny Zamazenta! Holy crap! Holy crap! Oh my god! No way! That's crazy. That is awesome, oh my god. Weirdest shiny hunt I've ever done. So yeah, pretty cool that we got it only after 5 remote raids. So hopefully Zacian is kind to us. I knew that if I wanted to get Zacian, I needed to get it right then and right there, because the event was going away in like a few days after I started doing this whole hunt. I knocked out raid after raid trying to find this weird blue dog, and luckily, I found it. Here's the partial clip. And I say partial for a reason. Remote raid we can do. Hopefully one of the phones gets it shiny. Come on. Oh my god, I got it shiny on the alt account! No way! Oh, you can't even see that! Oh my god! I have both of the... Oh my god! No way! Oh, I just golden razzed it like an idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got it. On the alt too, that's crazy. So that means I have both Zacian and Zamazenta in Pokemon Sword and Shield now. Best shiny hunt ever. Stupidly, I decided to not record on the second phone because I didn't think it could find a shiny at all. It very well could. Here's a screenshot of the Zacian and Go. Anyways, what do I do with these guys now that I have them? Transfer them up to Sword and Shield, of course. Epic Pokemon Home montage. I definitely did not record 3 months after putting them into Home for the first time. Now here they are in their full glory in Pokemon Shield, the better version, eating curry with Timmy and having fun. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you want to see more like this or have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. And maybe, while you're at it, like and subscribe.